guys, hope you're having a great day today. It is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. My morning is going great. I've been up, moving, getting things done today around here, and didn't start my camera till now because I just got home. I had to take the kids and drop some of them off this morning early so they could be at something for the day. So I got back and I'm like, okay, I need to, what am I doing? What am I even doing today? So it's extra hot in Florida, more than it's ever been. I think the year we moved here, it had extreme heat, which it was like 110, 115 real feel. And I was like, and we literally moved in and I was like, oh my goodness, my eyeballs were sweating. And I'm like, okay, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I love the heat, but I was like, sweaty eyeballs. I was like, okay, just embrace it, just love it, all those good things. And so now it's that temperature and some. I know it's crazy. It's crazy because there's cities by us. They're getting pretty toasty, and so you can definitely feel the heat. Like normally you can. I mean, normally it's hot. It's hot. I mean, it's hot. It's definitely hot, but I feel like you can really feel the extreme weather. So, what do you do in the extreme weather? You bake. No, you don't bake, but I am going to today. I'm like, let me get this done. I was gonna get it done real early this morning. That didn't happen, so I'll have to do it now. So when it's hot out, it's nice to have things that are, this week we've done a lot of like taco-y things. We literally had, what do we have? Do we have tacos? We had nachos, and I did make flatbread tacos yesterday out of the, some more taco meat. So I'm like, okay, I gotta get out of that and get into something that's a little bit different. And it's the end of the month, the time where I normally go shopping, and so I kind of take an inventory of the refrigerator. What do I have excess of? And so one of the things I have a lot of is lunch meat. That was one of those things that I thought I'd have, we'd make more sandwiches, and for whatever reason we just did not. We grabbed other things, and that's fine. Lunch meat's not expired, it's still good, but I need to use it up. And so I thought, what can I make with ham and salami, which is so weird. That stuff usually goes so fast, and it didn't. So the best thing to make is poor boy subs. Everybody loves a poor boy sub. Everybody loves a poor boy sub. And so, but you need sub bread for that. That's one thing you do need. And so since I've been making my own, you can go to the store and buy it at Sam's Club. Those are like, I don't know, they used to be $5, $6 a bag. I don't know what they are now, but discount store, half the price, even better. But making it is pretty good. So I'm gonna do double batch today of the sub bread, and then make a bunch of poor boy subs, and then we can eat on them for the next lunches for a while. And if they don't get eaten, I can take them and put them in the freezer. That's the beautiful thing. That mixture freezes so well, and my kids will even take it out and just let it thaw and eat it cold, which is interesting. I would heat it up. I would like mine heated, but they don't mind it that way. So I'm like, all right, do whatever we gotta do. And then we're gonna make some other things. I got a list of things to do. It's more on the cold front of things, making cooler stuff, because you know it's hot and I don't mind cooking, but it'll be good to kind of have this stuff done and just kind of grab and go. So you ready for an amazing day? I'm gonna stop yapping and let's just get moving. So first thing, we're gonna do sub buns. And so this is in my cookbook. Thank you guys for the support of my channel on here. I'm so excited to get all this out to you guys. Thank you for your patience, and I'm super excited to get out. So this is for 2. I'm definitely not doing it for 2. My recipe is in here, but I'm gonna be doing my recipe, and it makes 5 sub buns, huge ones. And so I'm gonna double that, but I only have 1 pan. I think you can probably make them and set them next to each other, but I'm thinking I'll do 1 batch, let it rise and do its thing, form it into the bread, and then I'll mix up the next one. So then it's not using up the pan, you know what I mean? So I think that's the only bread I'm gonna do today, so I don't mind it not going bad. I still have sandwich bread in the refrigerator from last. I put it in the refrigerator so it doesn't go bad. The one we cut into it, I throw it away because it had a mold on it. The other one I just put in the refrigerator. We'll do, like maybe today I'll make, there's a couple kids here, maybe I'll do some like toad and holes, grilled cheese or something for lunch. I don't know, whatever they want to have. So it'll be great. Let's get moving. Okay, ready? Okay, let's go. In here, get your dough machine out. This thing is amazing and awesome and wonderful. This right here is, for me, it's 2 cups of hot water, 2 tablespoons of yeast, and 2 tablespoons of sugar. And then I gotta get my other stuff. Hold on. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is add in 1/2 cup of oil, and it's gonna be I'm gonna do 3 teaspoons of salt and pepper mixed in, and then I'm gonna add my flour in here. I'll turn it on, let the machine do the work. It's the greatest thing ever. 5½ cups of flour. You can use regular, just all-purpose flour if you can't afford the bread flour. Go ahead. I did that for a long time, just for the fact that I couldn't find bread flour for whatever reason. I mean, you can buy it at the store in the small little packages. You just spend an arm and a leg, and so I like to get the big bag at Sam's. And so for whatever reason, my Sam's doesn't have it, but I can order it now. So that's what I do, and I have it delivered. So just the bread flour works good. I used to like, in Michigan we had a Prairie Gold, Montana Prairie Gold, and that's the best flour. It's white wheat flour, that's awesome, but you do what you gotta do. Don't feel guilty for feeding your kids white flour versus wheat flour. You do, mamas, what you can do. No one shames you whatsoever, because you know what? They're doing something else. They're putting sunscreen on their kids. What? I know. Or they're sitting close to the microwave, or they're putting earbuds in their ear, or they're drinking something that they think is healthy and it's actually not actually healthy. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there that, you know what, people can talk about how bad things are. You do what you can do and trust God with the results. That's key. If God says don't use white flour because you're gonna damage your kids, then don't. But don't let people shame you. You do what you gotta do. So this is what I use. Let's turn it on. All right, so I've got some water boiling. I've got pasta in, or I will put pasta in there. I'm gonna mix the grinder pasta salad with some more of the lunch meat, and then something I'm gonna make I don't even know why, I'm getting older, love it. I love that 3-bean salad. Garbanzo, kidney, and green beans. I think you can put wax beans in there. I just don't have any. I make it and I eat it. It's so good. So usually I do 1 batch of it and it goes real quick because it's just that good. So I'm gonna make double of it. So I'm gonna open up my cans here. Rinse them off and drain them and put them in a bowl, and then I think there was a couple different recipes to add, like different dressings, but making like a homemade Italian, delicious and easy, poured on top, that's so good. So I feel like that's a good meal for me during the heat summer. Okay, so let's do a dressing for this here. I am gonna use, can you see right here? Let's go right here by the sink. We're gonna do it. I'm just gonna pour this in to get my container. I'm not even sure how much. That much. It's whatever you put for this, you do about half of your vinegar. This is, I use the white wine vinegar. Now I realize that you can just use regular vinegar. That's not something, hold on, how much do I actually add in here? A little, half a cup. Okay, so whatever you use for olive, do about half of the vinegar. I bought this thinking I needed the special white wine vinegar. I realized regular vinegar works just fine. So what I do for mine, I just put a little onion powder, and I'm gonna do some Italian seasoning in here, and I've got some garlic in here, and then I'm gonna do salt and pepper in here. Pepper, salt, and then a little more salt, and then sugar for that sweetness. Okay, now the magic key, call me crazy, chicken bouillon. You can say it's yuck, but it really does elevate the flavor. I had it for, what did I have it for? The ramen noodle salad, and you add that in there and it makes all the difference. So I added it to my stuff, all the difference. Let me get my immersion blender. I'm gonna mix this up. I usually just mix it with a spoon, but I feel like this does better. That's good. It just mixes it up better if you use a fork. It kind of separates. That's actually really good. Okay, a little bit. Let me see. It's just me eating this, so I don't have my finger in it. I'm not big on the vinegar. I can taste that bite of vinegar. I'm not big on the vinegar. I'm gonna add some more sugar. I know, I just don't like that. This stuff is so good. I'm getting older. I'm enjoying this flavor so much. What I'm gonna do, because I can eat like all of this, I'm gonna do some little salad bowls for myself. And then I've got beets here. And then I'm thinking that I will, I have cottage cheese. I have not eaten the cottage cheese. I went through when I bought it at the store thinking, I'll eat cottage cheese. I have not eaten cottage cheese yet. So it's in there, it needs to get eaten up. So I'm thinking if I put this in here, literally can have like a cold, remember like a cold plate? Do you ever, I worked at a restaurant, it was like they ordered a cold plate. It'd be a cold plate. So I could have this, and this is good, lots of beans, the beets, and I could put some cottage cheese in there. And that would be really good. I feel like that's good. Like look at that, it's like 4 things right there. That's like a lot of good. I love that. Is that a lot? Is that wrong to have? What is bad in there? A little bit of dressing. I feel like this winter is so good. 35. What's today? Tuesday? Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I mean, I'll just put it in a container, I guess. And put a few. Oh, let me show you. And then put a few beets in here. Doesn't seem like much, but this will be good, like I said, with cottage cheese. And I do have some, I'm thinking in my head, I think I'll do burgers tonight. I was gonna do subs tonight. I think I'll do subs and have that for lunches. I think I'm gonna cook hamburgers because we've got beans and we can do some of the pasta salad. I think that'll work. So this is my favorite. So let me just put lids in these, put in the refrigerator. I'm wondering, I should have probably let it sit for a little bit and marinate. Do I feel bad taking, because there's a lot of dressing in here. Obviously it's not gonna stick. I should have thought of that before. I should let it sit for a little bit. That's okay. I'll just pour a little bit of each one into here. That way there's some sauce. Okay. All right, put these in the refrigerator. Okay, since I have my immersion blender out, I'm gonna add, this was Italian dressing that I made, I don't know, a week or two ago. It's still good. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of oil to it. We're just gonna make a little bit more. Probably need a bigger container. This is with Miracle Whip. This is with Miracle Whip and mustard in here. It's what makes the mixture very good. I definitely need it bigger. I'm probably just mix it in here actually. Let me just put it all in here. So let me get my Miracle Whip out and mustard. That was dill relish. It came out really fast. I didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. In the mixture, last time I did mild pepper sauce and a little bit of pickle juice just to make it juicier. It's fine. I'm gonna go out. I forgot I had green onions. I don't know why, I forget. I actually cut some, put some in my bean salad again. So I'm gonna go out and grab a couple outside and then we'll put that in there and just let the immersion blender blend it up. And that'll be our sauce for our noodles. I was gonna cut all the lunch meat up, but I think I'm gonna wait just to make, I'll cut, maybe I have some chicken, a little bit of turkey. I'll cut that up. I wanna make sure that I have enough ham for poor boy subs first before I use it all in here. So let me go get my green onions. Okay, over here. Always add sugar. I'm gonna do a bunch of onions because I'm not gonna chop up any onions. Green onions are amazing and they have great flavor. A lot milder, I think, than the onions. So I'm just gonna kind of cut these big because the immersion blender will chop them up. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit more salt and pepper. And I probably will end up putting a little bit more Miracle Whip in there because we wanted a little bit creamier than liquidy. Last time I did a little bit more liquidy, but I think I want to do a little bit creamier. So let's do that. If you've got mild pepper juice, put it in. If you got pickle juice, put that in. I just use this. Nobody uses the dill relish for anything, so I got it thinking they would like it, but nobody likes dill relish. Just myself, and I don't really eat many hot dogs. A blender would work real well too, so I got to kind of move it around a little bit because it's not super thin. It's good, that's what I want. Okay, and that sauce is a little more zingy, which we want for the pasta salad, so good to go. So this is good. Wait for the pasta. All right, so I got out, I went to my refrigerator and grabbed all the odds and ends of lunch meat. There was a little bit of turkey, there's a little bit of chicken, there's a big thing of salami, there's a bunch of cheeses open. What else? Bologna, pepperoni from some pizza. So I'm thinking, I'm gonna cut that up in just a second. Let the noodles sit for a minute. It's not gonna really get much colder. So what I'll do is my bread, let me get my bread sub buns, the first batch done because we're gonna need to get these done and rolling. So let me break these up. We're gonna do 5 of each one and then I can get my next batch going. I've already got yeast proofing. This is, look at this, just, it's great. The great thing about the Florida heat is it's toasty and warm, so everything should rise up real well. Should not have a problem with anything proofing or rising today because it's definitely a hot one. Okay, so So then this one, you're just gonna break this up into 5. I kind of flatten them out, roll them out, and then put them in this little form of a pan right here. Okay, that is rising up. I'm gonna put in here my water with my yeast in there, and then we're gonna add in put this on there, half a cup of oil. Which did I put that on? I have to refill this. And then my 3 teaspoons of salt and 5.5 cups of flour, and let it mix up. Okay, while that's mixing, I'm gonna start chopping up what I do have. This bits and pieces of the meat and the cheese that we have, we'll put in there with the pasta. I've got some suddenly salad. Remember that stuff I made? Is it called suddenly salad or salad supreme? Whatever that, I think it's McCormick's. I think it's salad supreme. I made it myself. Very simple. Save you a whole lot of money. So let's chop stuff, and I'll chop up some lettuce as well. This is so good. What I think what makes it awesome is that salad, I feel like it's called salad supreme, whatever the orange stuff, reddish orange stuff I put on top. But I think it boils down to that paprika. Paprika has a smoky flavor. I'm recognizing that more as I'm getting older and cooking a little bit, and can kind of decipher that flavor in there. So it's good. So you can make it creamier and less Italian dressing, like mine's a little bit, you can kind of see it's like a little bit thinner. The first time we made it, we mostly did the Miracle Whip. It's good, I mean, delicious by far. The next time I made it a lot more thinner, and that was, I feel like it seems lighter, you know what I mean? And so then this time I tried to do a balance between the two, and I feel like that is a really good mixture. So I don't even need to add any more lunch meat to it. That's plenty in there, plenty of yum. This will be great. This is done easy. That'll be a nice side for everything. So waiting on the other bread. Sub buns, I think I'm gonna wash everything up here that I have. Got a bunch of bags now to wash now that we have meat containers empty. Put this in one, and then we're doing great. Okay, since it's just me here for right now, I have to do the chores obviously today. So I'm gonna be putting dishes away here. We're waiting on this stuff because I'm just waiting for the sub buns, the next batch to go, the first batch to rise. And then what I wanted to tackle today was my refrigerator. That other refrigerator, I haven't cleaned that one out yet. So I would like to do that today too, but I'm kind of want to wait till my dough here is done so I can get that in. So we'll see, but I gotta put dishes away. So let's put the dishes away. So I'm gonna do some of my some of my famous Tim Horton iced coffee. It's not my famous Tim Horton iced coffee. One of my viewers, her kids works at Tim Hortons. Both her kids work at Tim Hortons. If you ever go to Tim Hortons, I think someone put in the comments that they went to Tim Hortons and they said, thank you, I've had my first iced cap in my, they're called iced cappuccinos. They're iced frap, yeah, cappuccinos, like cappuccinos. The best thing ever. And I remember, I just thought about that. Sometimes you guys leave comments and it's like hair flapping. I lost all my hairpins on a random site. Now I need to get some more. So you go for a walk, they come out. Anyways, sometimes the comments get held by YouTube. They flag them for whatever reason. Nothing. I read through it. I'm like, why did these get held? There wasn't anything bad in there. And so they do. Well, I can see them on my YouTube on my laptop. So I go to approve them and then they get put into the video. Well, there's a ton. Usually every day I find like 10 of them on there. So, and they're not always on like that day's video and on other days' videos. So then when I go to my phone and go to my app, that's where I respond to comments because it shows up and I can dismiss it so I know if I'm up to date or not. Well, whatever reason, there's some that I don't talk to. So I've read a lot of good comments, a lot of nice kind words from a lot of you. So please, it's not that I'm dismissing you. It's not that I'm not meaning to be grateful or thankful for your words. I'm very thankful. It's just sometimes I don't know where the message went. So again, if you have a question for me and I totally dismiss you, it's not because I meant to. It's just that YouTube is weird like that. Sometimes I'll go back, someone else will comment something and that same message will come up and I'll be like, oh, I totally missed this. So never feel bad for posting twice. That's my own fault, not yours. But anyways, someone told me, I don't remember who said they went. One of you went and had a Tim Hortons iced cappuccino. Oh, it's the greatest thing after. Like, I like a Starbucks. They're macchiatos, but like, they're okay. I feel like they just give you good caffeine, but a Tim Horton iced cappuccino is like top notch, the best. Whenever we went to Michigan, wherever we were staying, their house is literally down the street from, it's like 2 minutes away is Tim Hortons. And so every morning get up and have an iced cap. Like, I think the first time I went up there in a long time, I would go a couple times a day and get it. And I'm like, is this wrong? Is this wrong? And even on the way home, I literally got my big giant Stanley cup. And the last Tim Hortons, I think it's in Ohio, I literally stopped and got like a couple large ones and put them in my one of these containers like this so I can enjoy it. It's just so good. So with all that said, I've tried to copy it at home so many times over the years. So many times I have gotten where it had coffee. I even bought the Tim Horton coffee, the cold brew, mixed it with, it's half and half creamer is that's all they did mix it with. Tim Horton coffee, sugar, and half creamer. That's it. And so now I know that. But back then I was like, I feel like they added caramel flavoring. I tried to find a ton of recipes online. No one had it. The mama who has the 2 teens that go there, she told me what to do. She says, I feel like you're gonna get your selection, but the key is you can't put it in your blender. The ice like that, it doesn't do good. You have to have a slushy machine, unfortunately. So if you don't have a slushy machine, pointless to make this. So what it is, this is all it is. I'm gonna do a little bit different today because I have a little bit of extra, so I'm gonna do some extra. So it's coffee. What I was doing is buying this, but in the granules and just mix them with water, making my own. Great, I would do that. Miss Barbara got me some coffee this week, so I'm gonna use this, and that is the only reason I'm gonna use it. Otherwise, I'd make my own. So you don't have to have the cold stuff. I even had, like I bought an actual Tim Horton coffee, and I was like, it was good. The cold brew, I think it's cold brew or something. It was fine, but it's the powder stuff of this is good. It's good. You just need that strongness of it. That's it. And then you need a sweetener and a cream part. Now their recipe, they do half and half. That's all they put in it. That's it. Because you can request almond milk. You can add other things to it. So it's just half and half in there. Now I was making, and there's a sugar syrup. That's it. I was making my own sugar syrup. Brown sugar it's 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of water. Let it come to a boil. You got your stuff. Add maple flavoring if you want to it, vanilla flavoring if you want to it. And then I found the recipe book for my slushy machine, and it just mentioned adding just sugar to it, like granulated sugar. And I was like, could you? Yeah, you can. So I'm gonna do that today, but if I need to. But I also have, Miss Barbara got me pumpkin spice. I mean, it's like 120 degrees here in Florida, but I love pumpkin spice. So I'm gonna kind of mix my flavors a little bit just because I want to make sure it's good, and then I'll put in the slushy machine. But the base is coffee. It's like, it's whatever is your coffee, you do about half the creamer, and then however much sweetener you want, however sweet you want it. Always go on the side of sweeter versus not. When you go to the coffee shop, they put so much into it, so much. Have you ever seen them make your coffee? Yeah, they do. So it's so much in there. So that's your flavor. I even pull out my maple syrup, my fake maple syrup, because I don't have any maple flavoring. So all that said, yada, 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 this is how you make it. It's so good. Someone said, I think she got a slushy machine. She's like, make a short on it. I hate to do a short too because I'm literally doing it with a bunch of different stuff today. So this is good. This is very good. So I will, well, I guess I'll film it and then I'll see what I do for it. I just feel bad that sometimes when you don't make it the exact way all the time, they're gonna be like, well, that's not the way you do it. So, all right, if you're doing a short, you should clean your area. Okay. I got like almost stuff in the way. Okay, here we go. We're on camera. So you're gonna add your coffee. So I know how much. I'm gonna do about half this. So see how you have about half your coffee, so you're gonna add about half the creamer in there. So you're gonna add a little bit, half and half. I'm gonna add a little bit of pumpkin because I have pumpkin. And then you might not even have to add sugar to it. Let's see. You're gonna need a little bit of sugar. It's pretty bitter. So I'm gonna add. Does sugar dissolve in cold coffee very well? That's the only reason I need the sugar syrup. We're gonna find out. It didn't say like in the recipe book that you had to dissolve it. It does. We're doing a little bit here. The maple. Like I said, store stuff, they add sugar. So don't be afraid of the sugar. I'm not giving an exact recipe here. We're going on looks today. Oh, it's so good. So good. Okay. No, it's like you need stronger because that stuff is super strong. Maple. I know, maple. Fake sugar. Basically, making it yourself. So you probably just add more sugar to it. I'm gonna do that one because it gives that little bit of maple into it. Oh yeah, that's the key. You want it very sweet because then when you slush it up, it's amazing. So let's go over there. Now yesterday I had slushies for the kids and this morning gave them I take her treats and I spread them out for the week. So we had Hawaiian Punch I put in here. Now it was locked. So I thought, usually I always take this off, I double check. I did not double check. And yesterday I was like, oh yeah, it's on there. And I started pouring basically blue punch all over the place. All over the place. I was like, oh, did not pay attention. So I just went by and wiped it again to get this sticky done. So yeah, so this is it. This slushy machine is awesome. It's in No Viva. I think, I want to say it's 100 less than like the name brand one. The name brand one, I looked up the specs, it's the same thing, and it works amazing. This is awesome. This has replaced our Big Giant one because the Big Giant one is huge and you got to put 2 liters of soda in there before you can get a slushie. It's great for big groups, people, parties, all that fun stuff, but for every day, this is awesome. I literally can put pretty much almost a 2 liter, not quite in here. And that works great, and it slushes up real quick, and it like beeps and lets you know it's done. So this is really good. So I'm just gonna pour this in here. Make sure it's in here. That's it, and you can literally just make, so I'll make 2 big cups of it. So I'm like having 2 large ice caps, so just see how that feels. And then the settings, I'm pretty sure you can just pour everything in here. I watched the different product things. They literally just put coffee in here, creamer in here, and I sometimes do in a hurry too, and the sugar, and let it mix. And then you just put it on frappe. Let me do this since we're doing a short here. Let's see. Turn it on, frappe, and then start. That's it. All right, that'll beep and let me know when it is done. I put this here so it catches the drips. It's good to go. So we've already cleaned out that refrigerator. We deep cleaned it and the freezer, and it's looking awesome. I never did this one. This one is so easy. I literally can, I don't even need to take everything out. Basically just wipe the shelves off and everything down, and then I take the bottom one out and clean the bottom. I like this freezer for the fact that it's industrial. Yeah, doesn't go with the decor in a nice aesthetic kitchen, but I don't care. My old house, I'm like, I had a freezer in there. I had 2 refrigerators in my kitchen. it was my favorite kitchen ever. You know why? Because everything was by me, and that makes it so much easier. I love that I can go to my freezer, find what I want to make, or if I'm making food, put it in the freezer to freeze, or whatever the reason. It was so great. I do not like having them in multiple places. I understand aesthetically it doesn't look good. I'm okay. I'm not worried about aesthetics. I haven't even painted my house yet or even decorated my room, so I don't care. So this is good right here. Love it. So I'm gonna kind of get a washcloth here, and then I'll just kind of wipe the top, and we'll move our way down in there. No sense getting a bucket because I'm literally just gonna right here to the sink. So, and it's like I said, it's not that dirty. I'm literally just gonna wipe the shelves off, move on down. If anything falls on, there's really nothing but big containers in here. We've got soda, we got our eggs in here. This holds all of our milk. So yeah, you could put all in here, but you are limited. When you go shopping for the first time, I could not fit all the veggies and stuff in here at all with all the milk. So this is why I like having both, and the drinks work good in here. We've had this yogurt in here for months at last. This one is down at the bottom about here. I'm gonna throw this away because there's only a little bit in here. It smells fine. I still don't like the yogurt. This is a whole lot easier to wipe than that one. There's literally nothing to it. That's what I like about it. My thing was beeping. I'm like, is it done? But it was only on the first setting. And so it just makes it a little bit ice. So I just turned it up because I want more ice. So I'm just gonna wipe this off. I don't even need, I was just thinking I don't even need to wipe it. Sometimes it makes it really good. No smears. So yeah, so I love it. It's not ideal for some people. It's not ideal if I want a magazine to come in here and take a video of my house, but I can see everything, and when you have, it looks aesthetic when it's full. Now it's got, somebody's energy drink in there, soda, random stuff. So I like it. Okay, let's dry. I should probably dry the window on the inside too. Let's. Pull away from the wall, because if you open and extend the handle open more than right here, it'll stay open by itself. I just have it right in the corner here, so it works. And clean the side up over here. Okay, like I'm doing good. I'm like, my goodness, what are we even gonna do today, people? What else do we even do on a Wednesday? Easy days. I just gotta wait for the sub buns. I do have to get stuff out and make poor boy sub. The cream cheese mixture, why don't we do that? Let's get that out. Shut the door here. Let me go get my mixer. Okay, so poor boy subs. What do you do for poor boy subs? Poor boy subs have been around forever and ever and ever. In my cookbook, this is my kids. They love this. This is their go-to. Like, I don't even know. We've been making this sub since a long time ago. So basically, you're taking a package of cream cheese here, and then you are going to put a half a stick of butter and a big blob of mustard. Now, my original recipe, we did I did garlic, but I haven't done garlic in, I don't know, quite some time. And why did I stop doing garlic? And I'm not really sure. I don't know if we stopped because I ran out, or did I stop because I just forgot it, or did we stop because, I don't know what the reasoning was. So I have this is like 1 3/4, I guess. We're just shooting this up because again, nothing's gonna go to waste. All right. Okay, so you're gonna add your butter. I'm using margarine because it's cheaper. Yep, and then mustard. You wanna do a good blob of mustard. Mustard. All right, turn on, let it mix. Okay, while it's mixing, you wanna see the best stuff ever. Oh, here's the ice cap, here you go. This is what makes an ice cap an ice cap. Let's go over here. I put on the 3rd setting for Slushy. Look at that. Right there, okay. So we're doing a short. Probably more aesthetic to put it in a last cup, but no, I'm not. So look at this. Look at that. Oh, it's like double. That's like extra large ice cap. Look at that. See that? Can you see that, camera? Look at that ice cap. Oh yeah. See, I'm actually ahead of it. And then you push lock, pause. I shut it off because if you leave it on, it will, I've noticed the half and half stuff, it gets real fluffy. I don't know, almost like not like whipped cream, but it gets real fluffy and airy. So I always shut it off until I'm ready and I just turn it on when it's going. So that's like a good little coffee to go for me made at home. All right, subs are ready to go. Look at those. First batch in the oven. I put it on the bottom. Usually I would lower that rack. I did not. Hopefully, we'll be hopeful. You know what I'm doing because I want to get done? Putting burgers in the grill. I'm literally cooking 5 burgers. That's all I need. That's all I need for tonight. So, cooking 5. We're gonna make some hamburger buns in a minute. Let me put these outside. Okay, sub buns will be done in a minute, and these next ones will go in. So I'm gonna start making hamburger buns. I looked up in my recipe book what it is for just a few. So normally the big recipe, they do make bigger buns. I'm only doing 5, so I'm gonna do a little bit smaller. So I'm doing the small version. It says 3 buns, but they can be a little bit, you can do probably 5 buns out of there. So I'm gonna do a tablespoon of yeast and 1 tablespoon water, and then we're gonna add in here some oil and sugar. It's a quarter cup of sugar? Quarter cup of sugar. So we're gonna go eyeball people. That much right there. Let that sit for a minute. A little bit less. I'm gonna dump this out because I will start making the sub buns here, and then I can add the stuff in here. Oh yeah, that's nice and fluffy. Nice and fluffy. Let's move this over here. Okay, that's gonna do good here. So in here, we're gonna add 1.5 cups. It is, how much oil? It's a 1/3 cup of oil, so we're gonna kind of do half of that. I know, today's eyeball, remember? Okay, and then it is going to be egg and salt. These are egg whites. I gotta use them up. So we're gonna use some of that in there. It's mixed with a little bit of water. I know it's not the best way to do this, but when you're using things up, you gotta use things up. And then salt, I'm gonna add this up. Okay, good enough. Let's mix this up. I don't think I've ever made this small batch. I just don't want to waste anything. Oh, really? These look really good. Let me, I can roll. Should I roll these out? Let me get my next sub buns going, and then, I'll be able to put them in there as that cools. Did I totally not count that right? I did not. I'm like, wait a minute. We're gonna have to cut this down and add this to one. All right, so we're waiting for our sub bun, or not sub buns, hamburger buns to rise up. I've got that first batch of sub buns, awesome, amazing. I should put butter on them, but I feel like I'm not gonna make them soft because they're gonna be wrapped up with all that sauce, so that's good. I just went to go outside and it's like pouring rain all of a sudden, so I'm like, that's weird, hold on. I'm keeping an eye on outside because I'm like, wait a minute, why is it pouring rain? But I think it's just for a second because I see blue sky everywhere. It's just like right over our house, a cloud of doom for a minute. So they get that out there. I've got my burgers out there. Now there's sub buns rising, those will be done in a minute. Then as soon as they cook and they cool, I can make the poor boy some materials, and then it's good. Like that's a good day. I had other things to do, but you know what? I got tomorrow still. It's only Wednesday. Okay, these came out, these I didn't let rise all the way because, you know, I'm in a hurry, life and all that good stuff. So hamburger buns in there. I thought I could cut them with a cookie, like a biscuit cutter type thing. No, that did not work. And then that makes so much dough. Oh my goodness, they made 5 big buns. And that was half the dough. I don't even know. It just was a whole lot in there, so that just dough multiplies. So I've got that in the oven. We're gonna let that bake, and then I'll be done in here. I'm gonna go outside. I gotta go cut the grass. We're gonna cut the grass in the front today. So Jensen is doing all the weed whacking and the edging, all that fun stuff. I just get to cut it, and it's an electric lawnmower. Super easy, not a stressful thing. I don't mind doing it, so I'm gonna go out and head and do that right after these finish up, and then we'll get that done. Then by then, hopefully our sub buns will be a little bit cooled, and we can make our poor boy subs. If you want your grass cut, you definitely don't want to call Amy. I'm not a straight line person whatsoever, but I can cut grass. It's taken me 10 minutes to cut the front grass, mostly under shade. This is good. It's a good little exercise, plus helps my family out. And I'm gonna go cut over there, but I'll leave you here because it's super sunny over there. But good, grass will be done, and then we'll come back, we'll blow everything off, and then we'll do the weed whacker. That'll get done by somebody else. So I don't do that job, but they will do. I can, but I just had to do the grass part because it was getting pretty long. So let me finish cutting and we'll blow stuff off. All right, you see eyeball sweating, but that's good. I am so bad with leaf blowing. Any tips on how to leaf blow better? Like, you gotta get it out of the road. Gotta have it off the sidewalk. I don't want to be blowing into my neighbor, so I'm trying to like blow it up in the thing. It's all good. Learning. You gotta do it a few times to learn, so it's definitely toasty. So now what I'll do is go take a dump at the pool because we have one, we can cool off. So yard is, there's one more strip of grass. The battery died. I was like, no. So I gotta go do one more strip of grass and then I'll be done. So, all right, I'm gonna go inside, take a break. Okay, I feel much cooler, refreshed. Grab one of these. I'll put some cottage cheese with everything bagel seasoning. That's really good. Put a little bit of my grass stuff on here. Delicious. I'm gonna eat this right here. I'm gonna make my subs. Poor boy subs, cut them in half. Do I do big giant ones? Cut them in half and cut them in half again, I'm thinking. And then I'll put sauce on them, and I will do ham, salami. We have Colby, Monterey Jack cheese. That's it. That's the combination, is the ham and salami. Usually I use provolone, but delicious. Nothing to it. It's amazing. Kids absolutely love it. It's like a winner. You want to make the best sub stuff? It's great. If you've got to feed a whole lot of people, go get the, they used to be $1. I don't know if they're $1 anymore. The big giant Italian breads from Walmart, the big giant ones. Cut them in half. You can have a huge amount. And then if you need to feed a lot of people, do less meat. And if you have a lot of meat, put more meat, then you get less bites per person. So either one. So let me cut these up and then we'll spread them with the sauce. All right, we got a whole lot of subs going on there. I liked how some of them were a little bit thicker than the other ones, depending on, hey, if I put too much dough in one or the other, I don't care about uniform. If I want a uniform, I could use the scale that's right over there. Just gotta get it. It's literally on the shelf and use it, but I don't mind. So that's it. What a great day. Oh my goodness, we got so much stuff done. I got the good grinder salad done. Got my little bean salad done. What else do we do? We did the coffee, which was awesome. You keep me alive and moving today. And then we did the sub buns, hamburger buns, which is good. It didn't matter if I cut them out in this cookie, like the round thing. I guess this was using the round thing, so I guess that's a little bit better. This is my version of rolling it out. I should have done an extra one, and I was like, no, just shove it all in one. So this is gonna be a pretty thick bun. So I'll probably shave some of that off there because I literally only made, did I just make 5 burgers? I think that's all I made, so it's okay. It's quite all right. So that's it. So now we have food for tonight, and we got to cut the grass in the front. I just went out there to grab the mail, and I'm like, ooh, there's a whole strip that needs to be cut, but that's okay. The lumber died, and you know what? I can set a little bar. It's on the side, so it's not as noticeable unless you're staring over there. Swam, got some outside time done, so now I'm done. So I'm gonna go upstairs and edit today's video. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, getting stuff done around the home front. So if you're at home getting things done, that's what I'm doing in my life here. So have a fantastic rest of your day, and come back tomorrow. We'll do some more stuff around the house. We always got more to do. So, all right, we'll see ya. Bye.